like a Hellcat.
Hey, what's up, my show people? Shells, I'm here bringing you a video inside of a test of that tests my personalities, and I'm gonna be doing a few different personality tests to hopefully have you guys see um my personality and whatnot, because I feel like after 5 years of doing YouTube, it's about time to talk a bit more about myself. So let's get into the video, shall we? Answer honestly and personally, and try not to let your environment or current circumstance affect your answers. It can sometimes be hard to focus, but will help you along the way. Okay, here's kind of what the questions look like. I am more inclined to click on the left or click on the right. I chose click on the right, and it says that's pretty easy, isn't it? Now relax your shoulders and be aware of yourself, and let's get started. Okay, now let's begin personality test. Okay. In social settings, I interact with many, including strangers, or interact with a few known to me. Uh, I honestly interact with a few known to me because I don't really feel comfortable that much talking with strangers, even if they seem cool or whatnot. Um, I am more realistic or speculative. Would say that I'm probably more realistic than anything. So yeah, it is worse to have your head in the clouds or worse to be in a rut. Um, I don't entirely know what worse to be in a rut means, but I'm guessing it means the opposite of head in the clouds, which head in the clouds pretty much means you don't really pay attention too much. You just kind of zone off into the abyss or whatnot. So I'm gonna do that is worse. Okay. I am more impressed by principles or emotions. Um that's a tough one, 'cause I don't really know. I never really been asked this before. I Out of the two, I'm probably more impressed by emotions rather than principles. I am more drawn toward logically compelling or emotionally touching. Uh, Probably emotionally touching. Okay, and it automatically goes to the next one. That's good. Okay, I prefer to work with a deadline or work whenever I want. Work with an um if I would say work whenever I want, but I haven't really done that besides like obviously doing YouTube. I can work whenever I want and post whenever I want, but besides that I haven't really worked where I have done it where I can do it whenever I want, but uh, I tend to choose rather carefully or choose somewhat impulsively. Um, to be honest, um most of the time I choose somewhat impulsively because I don't know, it just happens, but um I would personally um choose rather carefully because that would make more sense, but I tend to choose somewhat impulsively. Uh, in social settings, I stay late with increasing energy, or leave early with decreased energy. Um, Probably this one. I tend to leave earlier than I probably should. I am more drawn toward sensible people or imaginative people. Uh, this one's tough because I'm both drawn to both of these kind of people because like sensible people have sense in mind and pretty realistic or whatnot, but I also like how imaginatory people can be. Now I'm more drawn to imaginative people. I am more interested in what is actual or interested in what is possible. I'm more interested in what is possible, which didn't even let it show what I chose, but I chose that. My goodness, this is gonna be a long video and whatnot. Anyways, in judging others, I am swayed more by laws or swayed more by circumstances. It's kind of both for me, but probably circumstances more than laws. In approaching others, I am inclined to be objective or inclined to be personal. Um, I think what inclined to be objective means is like talk about like games or whatnot, but inclined to be personal is like talking about like how they are as a person. Honestly, probably probably more objective, but if like someone is sad or something, then I'll probably choose personal or whatnot, but yeah. I am more punctual or leisurely. I'm guessing that means more like kind of wild and not really on time. So I'll I'm more of that, at least with some stuff. I guess I'm more punctual actually, cuz I'm either because most of the time I'm either early or on time, so I am more bothered by incomplete things or more bothered by completed things. Why would I be bothered by completed things? I mean, I'm bothered by incomplete things. In social settings, I keep abreast of others' happenings or get behind on the news. Uh, Probably more this. Okay, you're doing great. Don't fall into the trap. Super easy to answer a question based on what you think you want the result to be. It's a trap. Be careful and answer honestly. Well, I have been, so hopefully it is accurate what my personality is on this test. Okay. In ordinary life, I am more likely to do it the likely way, or I'm more likely to do it in my own way. Um, Probably I'm more likely to do it my own way. I think writers should say what they mean and mean what they say, or express things more with analogy. I rather have writers say what they mean and mean what they say. Um, I am more interested in consistently con yeah of thought or harmonious human relationships. Um, Probably this. I I am more comfortable in making logical judgments or making value judgments. Probably logical judgments rather than value judgments. I tend to want things settled and decided, or want things unsettled and undecided. Probably settled and decided. Um, I am more serious and determined, or more easygoing. Uh, I'm kind of both, but I would say that probably this is a tough one. Probably more serious and determined. When having a voice call, I rarely question that it will all be said, or I reverse what I'll say. Um, oh, I thought it said I reverse. I rehearse what I say. No, I rare, I rarely question that it will all be said. Uh, Facts. Speak for themselves or um, illustrate principles. Probably speak for themselves. Uh, Visionaries are somewhat annoying or rather fascinating. Well, ain't isn't visionaries like people that have visions of what could be and whatnot? I would say rather fascinating if that's the case. If not, then I might be kind of dumb or whatnot, but it's fine. I am more often a cool headed person or a warm headed person. Definitely a or warm hearted person. I apparently can't read but but I answered correctly though. I'm more of a warm hearted person and not a cold hearted person. It is worse to be unjust or worse to be merciless. Um, Probably, I don't know. It's difficult. Because doesn't merciless means like like you don't show any mercy, but unjust is like not justifiable or whatnot. I would say probably unjust, but they're both kind of bad. Events should occur by careful selection and choice, or they should occur randomly and by chance. Probably careful selection and choice. I feel better about having purchased or having the option to buy. Uh, Probably having the option to buy. In social settings, I initiate conversation or wait to be approached. I wait to be approached most of the time. Sometimes I initiate conversation. Can't even speak right now, but you know what I mean. Uh, but most of the time I wait to be approached. Anyway, common sense is rarely questionable, or frequently questionable. Uh, Common sense is rarely questionable. You're over halfway there. And you're probably already learning some stuff about yourself just based on these questions. I mean, not really, but you guys probably that are watching this after I record this. Okay, childrens do not make themselves useful enough or do not exercise their fantasy enough. Um, Probably exercise their fantasy enough because they have a lot of imaginations and whatnot, but they don't entirely go through it fully. At least from what I have seen. But make themselves useful enough, they're useful. In decision making, I am more comfortable with standards or more comfortable with feelings. Uh, Probably feelings. I am more firm or gentle. Uh, Probably more gentle. Most of the time, anyways. Sometimes I have to be firm, but most of the time I'm gentle. I more admire the ability to organize and be methodical or the ability to adapt and make do. Um, as I would say, I more admire the ability to adapt and make do. Okay. I put more values on infinite or open minded. Um, like infinite possibilities, or what does it mean? And open minded, I know what that means. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna put infinite for now, but um, just because just because I think it might be like about infinite possibilities, but I could 100% be wrong. Okay. Okay. New interactions with others stimulate and energize me or tax my energy reserves. Um, I feel like most of the time it stimulates and energizes me. I am more frequently practical or more frequently fantical. Probably practical. I am more likely to see how others are useful or more likely to see how others see. Probably more likely to see how others see because even though everyone's different, I understand how others may feel and whatnot. It is more satisfying to discuss an issue thoroughly or to arrive at agreement on an issue. Uh, Probably to discuss an issue thoroughly is probably more satisfying if it could work. There we go. Okay. I am more ruled by my head or more ruled by my heart. I would say at the moment, probably more ruled by my head. I am more comfortable with contract. Know what? Before this video gets too long for my phone to handle, I'm gonna have to call it quits for this video. There will definitely be a part 2 to this. So stay tuned for that. And if you happen to like this video, then leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos like this and to join the Shadow Realm. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Bye.
Yeah.